Hey, get ready because an all-new episode of TV's most watched drama, NCIS, is back. And there's going to be some, shall we say, awkward moments between Jimmy and Agent Knight.
That's right. We're meeting Agent Knight's dad for the first time tonight. And Jimmy's trying to make a good first impression.
Okay.
But maybe it doesn't go as well. I spoke with Dietzen and Katrina Law, who play Dr. Jimmy Palmer and Special Agent Knight, to find out more about it. All right, Brian, I want to start with you because that episode that you wrote, paying tribute to David, to Ducky, was absolutely beautiful. It really, encompassed everything that we as fans love, and hopefully, I think you were very proud of that as well.
Yeah, I was really fortunate enough to co-write that episode with Scott Williams, one of our executive producers. After David passed in September, we started filming shortly thereafter, after the writers and actors strikes had concluded, and I think it was really such a team thing where all of us here, our cast, our crew, all of our writers, our producers, we really just wanted to form a love letter, not just to the character of Ducky, but also to David McCallum, who's worked with us. He's been a member of our family for 20 years, and so to be able to explore some of his best moments on the history of this show, and also to let our fans and all of us kind of remember him, to be sad together, but also to celebrate his life together. It was really meaningful. I was honored to be a part of it.
It was so perfect and so beautiful. So thank you for bringing that to all of us, and I'm sure it helped you all with some closure as well. Tonight's episode is going to be fun because, Katrina, we meet Agent Knight's dad for the first time.
Yes. Agent Knight's dad, he's played by Russell Wong. Russell Wong is an amazing actor, but he is a larger-than-life character. He is basically considered the Gibbs of the Far East. So to finally have him on the show and to get to know Knight and her past and her relationship with her father is so much fun. So you very quickly find out that Knight forgot to tell her father about her relationship with Jimmy Palmer, and it gets a little awkward. So
I can imagine.
It's great. It's what every boyfriend wants, right? Every boyfriend really wants his girlfriend to, not even mention his existence to her father. So when he meets her dad for the first time, there's really like I'm sorry, and you are, and who are you? And Jimmy is left to say, "Oh, Jess, I thought we were pretty close."
It's such a fun scene. It's actually one of my favorite scenes of the season. Is this scene between my father and Jimmy meeting for the first time. It is so unbelievably hilariously awkward that it's just a delight.
It's an NCIS moment.
And he's not scary at all, right?
Oh, no, not intimidating. Heads in a whole Far East office by himself, all that sort of stuff. He's a heavy hitter, and Jimmy's just trying to make a good impression, and doesn't realize that there's no impression to make because he doesn't know who he is.
Yeah. Is this kind of foreshadowing some bumps that we're going to see between, what do fans call you, Knight and Shining Palmer?
Knight and Shining Palmer. I think it highlights some aspects of the relationship that the two of them haven't necessarily looked at or dove into as of yet. Both of them are healing from certain past traumas that have happened very recently. I think Jimmy more so.
But Jess as well.
For sure. But
also, it also kind of highlights that, love is amazing and love is wonderful, but also the path through love is very seldom a straight line. There's going to be some bumps along the way. There's going to be some twists and turns, and this is one of those episodes that highlights that for sure.
Yeah, there's a little bit of soul searching in this one, and I think it's quite a lovely episode.
And the NCIS franchise is coming up on a big milestone, 1,000th episode. As somebody that's followed the show since day one, I've loved every character that's been on there. But who on set is like the biggest jokester, always making the laughs? I feel like
the biggest jokester. Who would you say is the biggest jokester? I would say.
Is it you, Brian?
I would say probably. I'm going to say Sean Murray for sure.
Okay.
He's the biggest jokester there is. He's not really.
No, I was going to say, I don't see that. I don't see that at all.
It has to be Wilmer. As serious as Wilmer is during the scenes, and sometimes he's so light at heart, and he will do anything to make sure that the crew is laughing and having a good day. That's a beautiful aspect about him.
I love that so much.
That being said, Gary is just naturally hilarious. So
Yeah.
he can just kind of look at you and say something and not even meaning to be funny, and it just is hilarious.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think overall, we do our best to try and keep it pretty
Of course.
familial and very light, and a really great working environment here. So anything that we can do to keep these days kind of
Yeah.
filled and happy, we're gonna do it.
All right, you know how much I love this show,
I know you love
Ellen.
this show.
I can't believe they're going on 1,000 episodes of the
Yeah.
whole NCIS franchise, and I think I've seen them
Yeah.
all.
I just think about how much time you have invested in
Oh,
NCIS.
It brings me so much joy. They were so awesome, though, to talk to.
They were
I
very,
love
very
them.
sweet. I know so many other people feel like how Kristen feels. So NCIS airs Monday nights, 9 p.m. It's right here on WUSA 9, and it's also streaming on Paramount Plus.